Alright, everybody. Hopefully you're doing well out there. Anthony, Braden, how are you guys doing? I see you in the chat. I'm somewhat sick. I'm sure you might be able to hear it in my voice. So I don't really know how long of a stream we're going to do tonight. Also, I'm wholly unprepared to work on anything as well, so that's fun. I did prepare a little bit. I do have this. We updated our picture, so that's what we're going to be working on this fine evening. We're going to be working on Ryan Sieg's 2025 Watkins Glen car. And then obviously we'll cover what happened over the weekend. So, Greg, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. So there's some, I do like this paint scheme. I agree. There were some things that are a problem when I designed the decal sheet. So, if you guys notice, we have the fuel inlet on the passenger side. Oh, we're not gonna do this today. We're not gonna do this today, camera. Okay, 1 second. All right, when Matty D ran it. You are all about Mr. De Benedetto. I respect it. I respect it. So yeah, like I said, I'm not too sure how long we're gonna go tonight, just because I kind of feel like trash, but I figured I would hop on with you guys anyway. Let me just check the audio. Is the audio good? I didn't even look at that. 1 second. Yeah, it seems alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest after the stream. I like the new scheme, but this one's 100. Yeah, I like the America play with this one. I mean, it's got the the stars on it in the blue. Audio's good. Thank you, Braden. I agree though. I do like this one. But when I was designing this sheet, so for this one, I have to paint the car half white and half black. Obviously, you guys can see that. Yeah, I do have a cold. So I have to paint it half white and half black because that's just the general scheme. Well, the genius in me, for whatever reason, when I designed this sheet, I copied over from a different one, and I failed to update the white underlay. So I'm sure you guys can see that in the 39, you can clearly see the white to black transition between the colors. So that always typically happens when you have a light color over top of a light dark transition. So it's on both sides. We have that as well. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to create a stencil for my wife for her Cricket, and then I'm going to clear this car once with like a medium coat of clear, and then I will stencil on, I will put the stencil on, paint the number with white paint, and then give it a heavy coat of clear after that. So it's not ideal, but it was giving, I put this on last night, and it was giving me super amounts of headaches last night. So hopefully you guys are doing well today. Thanks. Yeah, kind of a bummer because I missed a lot of the Easter stuff. I mean, we went to church today, but I didn't get to go to dinner at the in-laws because I am sick. I don't really want to get all of them sick, so yeah. Hopefully you guys all had a good Easter. I'm glad to be here with you this evening. If you haven't yet, go ahead and check out after the stream the D'Agostini. I posted number 12 today. So that was exciting to get that done and posted so I can start working on number 13 in the not too distant future. I already have number 13. I just haven't put it together yet. So that's going to be happening hopefully soon. You'll notice that I do not have the mat down today. I put that over to the side because I didn't finish Cody's cars yet. Just because I don't want to say that I'm lazy. I've been working on other things, so I didn't get around to doing his cars yet. They're still sitting there. They're still they're almost done. So yeah, whenever you guys want, we can get into the race weekend stuff. I know Braden talked about William Sawalich getting his first win. That was cool. I don't really have anything positive or negative necessarily to say about him. Don't really have much of an opinion, but I always do like it when there's a first-time winner. I think that's cool. Also, if you haven't, go ahead and vote in the poll. It looks like 5 of you have voted yes that Ryan Sieg will get his first victory this year. I hope so too. They haven't been running particularly well. They've had a lot of like super random things happen. They had a fuel pickup issue this race. My buddy texted me and said that. So that's kind of what set them on an alternate strategy. They ended up recovering to finish 10th, but still, like, if they could just have one race without any incident, without getting caught up in somebody else's mess or having some sort of mechanical issue, it would be nice. So hopefully they can put that together in the not too distant future. Personally, I would like to see next week. That's my birthday weekend, so Saturday is my birthday. It'd be awesome to see Ryan win on Saturday at Bristol. So I told my buddy that he's gotta get them to victory lane. I think Larson's racing the 88 next week, so it's gonna be a tall task, but we'll talk about that on Thursday, on the Thursday stream. Today we'll talk about the Rockingham race weekend. Honestly, and I don't know if this is like super cynical of me to say this, but I didn't miss Cup this weekend. I don't know. Maybe that's bad to say. Maybe I'm in the minority about that, but I didn't really miss Cup racing this weekend. Didn't really bother me all that much that they weren't running. So, yeah. Whenever you guys want, we can get into it. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure how long we're going to go tonight for this stream. Maybe only an hour or something. Depends upon how crazy you guys get in the chat, as well as, you know, how I'm feeling. So, we'll kind of play it by ear, and we'll see how it goes. But I do like this paint scheme. I'm just upset about it because I messed it up. Now, granted, yes, it is messed up. However, I also am going to have, or my plan is to have the entire team sign it at some point. Hopefully when we go down to Charlotte in May. I know it's April, so we're getting closer and closer to May. I was like that after the finale last year at first, then the off season. yeah, that off season was a rough one across the board for multiple reasons. On track, off track, just tons of different things happening. Mostly bad, but some good. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I did my weekly fan survey for NASCAR for the NASCAR Fan Council and gave them my 2 cents. Basically, just said, you know, if you guys just took the O'Reilly car to the Cup Series, added horsepower, and put on a pretty dang good show. So I don't think they I don't think they read that or look at that or care about that, to be honest with you guys. But one could dream, one could hope that somebody's reading my comments. I don't know. The O'Reilly cars, they just race really well. And at Rockingham, they put on a good show. They put on a good show. I'm assuming the at-track experience was good as well. At-track experiences are always good. Doesn't matter. Like, even when the race is boring, it's still a good time, regardless of how boring the race may actually be. But we can get into the information here. So the truck race on Friday, I was a little disappointed that it was on Good Friday. To be honest with you guys, I remember when NASCAR tried to do that Easter race at the Bristol dirt track. That was a disaster. I don't think I watched any of those because we had Easter stuff going on with family. That, and I didn't really care about the Bristol dirt. But the Friday truck race, Corey Heim dominated it, but then he won the, well, we'll just pull up the results. He won the first two stages. Led the most laps, 178 of the 200. So, obviously the class of the field again. And I think he's only run 3 out of the 5 races or something like that. So, is he tied with Caden Honeycutt at the top of the standings? Not really sure how that one works, but trucks was meh, basically. Yeah, like, I don't really hate Corey Heim. I don't really have a positive or negative. Like, it's just kind of like the Jimmy Johnson years. I can understand when Jeff Gordon was winning all those races back in the 90s, how people would get tired of that too. Like, I understand, it's cool to see people that are really good at what they do, win and dominate. But, I don't know. Corey Heim, just not interesting to me. So, yeah, he obviously led the most laps, ended up winning the race, of course. But what was interesting is I did not watch the end of it. We had our Good Friday service, so we left. When did we left? Yeah, the witnessing history thing is cool. But see, it's also like he's not a driver that I care about. So as far as like witnessing history, it doesn't really matter a ton to me personally. So yeah, I mean, I understand that, and I agree. I do get that, but like maybe if it was my driver, if it was somebody that I liked, then it would be a lot cooler. But yeah, it's whatever. But he had a problem in the closing laps. I guess he had a right front tire going down, or maybe something broke on the suspension. I don't really remember. I wasn't there to watch the end of the race because we went to the Good Friday service. So I just saw the highlights later that something was going wrong and he was getting caught by Caden Honeycutt. And then I think it was their teammate, because they're from the same team. They're both from, what is it called? Tricon Garage? Is that the team name? I see David Gillen's their owner, but is that what they are? Tricon Garage? I don't know who the truck series teams are. But they were catching the 15 of Tanner Gray. And, I mean, North Wilkesboro's, Rockingham's kind of narrow. And so, it's Tricon? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of narrow, but they could make 3 wide work. Very, very rare occasions, but I don't know what the 15 was doing. He didn't really have anywhere to hide, but getting in the way of your teammates battling for the lead was kind of a crazy way to end the race. And then, of course, Corey Heim won it anyway. So it was like all that hype, you know, Caden's running him down, running him down, running him down. He gets to him. He has a chance to pass him, and then his teammate, their teammate, kind of screws up the finish. So overall, not entirely surprising. One thing I do want to point out is Carson Hocevar. He broke something, I guess, so he finished pretty far back. Caleb Costner didn't do a whole lot. He didn't tear up the truck though, so that's good. I don't think he tweeted anything out after that race. I don't really spend a whole lot of time on Twitter anymore. And then our boy Frankie Muniz just stuck back in the 30s. Pretty disappointing. I think he had extra pit stops or something. I feel like there was something up with his truck at some point, but I don't remember. I kind of like half watch these races anymore, just because I have I have so many other things to do and so many other things going on that, you know, I can't devote 100% of my time to just sitting down and watching, honestly, anything. Pretty much everything that I do as far as like an entertainment standpoint, whether it's soccer or racing, is attention divided. But yeah, so not entirely surprising from a Corey Heim dominating the Truck Series standpoint. Cool on Stuart Friesen for getting a top 5. I feel like that crash that he had last year was, I think it was last year, was an insane wreck, and they didn't know if he'd be able to ever race again. But he's back out there and getting another top 5. Same thing with Grant Enfinger. Cool to see him up there. I always liked Grant. Never had a problem with him. He always seemed like a pretty cool guy. So to see him get a top 5 as well is cool. Lane Riggs, no surprise there that he gets a top 5. I mean, he's kind of like Corey Heim Jr. He's not as dominant, but he still runs well pretty much everywhere. So no surprise there. And then Corey LaJoie getting a top 10, racing in front of all 12 people that were there in the grandstands. So that was cool for him. And anything else? Nothing really too surprising. Nah, nothing really super surprising from anybody else. So that was the Truck Series. Kind of disappointed about Corey Heim just dominating another race, but it is what it is. So yeah, not too many incidents. I guess we don't have to talk. Well, I didn't watch ARCA. I didn't even know ARCA was running this weekend. Cletus ran the ARCA race. We'll switch over to the O'Reilly series. Okay. This race, I don't know if you guys watched this one. I watched most of it. The Cletus McFarlane Garrett Mitchell subplot to this race was one for the ages, let's call it. Dude spun out, full spin one time. I think he half spun like 4 times. Ended up finishing the race, but it was... The dude's definitely not ready for O'Reilly. He looked good in the ARCA series, granted. The ARCA, I watched the highlights. The ARCA series is like so all over the place with teams and drivers and stuff. The gap is all over the place. You are in the stands. So, so Braden, then you can talk about it from an at the track perspective, which I always, here, let's, yeah, that's fine. from an at-the-track perspective, which I always like, I'll talk about it from a TV perspective. I thought from a TV standpoint, the race looked great. It looked fun. You had, here, we'll scroll up to the top. But you had different lap leaders. You had Corey Day lead a lot. You had William Sawalich lead a lot. You had Brent Cruz up there for a little bit. Jesse Love up there for a little bit. So you had a couple different lap leaders. Justin Allgaier was pretty much top 10, top 5, top 10, like the whole race. Our boy Ryan Sieg and Jeremy Clements got into it. Shout out to Nice Racing. I'm surprised I don't see him in the chat yet, but maybe he's doing some Easter stuff. That wouldn't surprise me. But that was unfortunate that those two got tangled up. It looked like Jeremy kind of came across Ryan's nose. Ryan was like kind of there as far as the 3 wide move went. So a little bit disappointing that they got together. Parker Retzlaff with another solid run in the 99. I'm not really surprised that you have JRM 3, 4, 5. You know, Gibbs and Junior Motorsports. It is a little annoying being a fan of the smaller teams. Rockingham was basically Corey Day show first stage. It was. And then I don't remember, they did something. I don't know if it was pit strategy or if it was a mistake. I don't remember what set them back, but they were never able to get back up front after they were set back. So it was a very track position heavy race, which is kind of how racing is in general, right? To be best, you have to have the track position. So that wasn't entirely surprising that once they kind of got back away from the lead, that they struggled a little bit in traffic, in dirty air. And like I said earlier, the 39 guys, they had a fuel pickup issue that set them back, that got them off sequence. It ended up working out for them. Now, one thing, okay, so there's actually 2 things. One thing that annoys me about the O'Reilly series is their limited amount of tires that they can have. I wish they could have more sets of tires to kind of make strategy calls, but also get rid of the stages, because that hurts strategy as well. I wasn't really paying too much attention to tire wear and time fall off, but it seemed like you could kind of hang on older or 2 tires. And so, you know, having different options to have tire strategy would be nice, but for whatever reason, NASCAR's just really stubborn and they don't want to get away from what they currently have with their stages, and they're limiting the amounts of sets of tires that they can have. But yeah, Braden, it was pretty much the Corey Day show. I think he'll probably get a win this year. I mean, was he in Junior Motorsports Equipment? So, or Hendrick Motorsports Equipment, pretty much the same thing. So I think he'll probably get a win this year. I just don't really care much for him, but I don't know. It is what it is. So yeah, Ryan Sieg comes back to finish in 9th position, a solid top 10 for those guys. Then, unfortunately, Jeremy Clements, our other, channel favorite, I guess, with Nice Racing, whenever he pops in, if he does. Unfortunate day for him. I think he spun twice, right? Did he spin twice? 51 and 51, yeah. So, yeah, and then it was sad when him and Ryan got together. I was like, no, not the 2 channel favorites. But yeah, so Cleta, and then Kyle Sieg. Kyle was running well, too, at one point, and he had an issue. Yeah, and Parker, yeah, absolutely, Braden. Parker Retzlaff with another top 10. So those guys are doing pretty well. They are definitely punching above their weight. And Brennan Poole just quietly in 14th, you know. It's a solid day. Top half of the field. So, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's cool to see the O'Reilly series. The one thing I don't like, though, as much as I, I guess enjoy Chevrolet to some degree, is just the lack of, like, how many? There was one Ford in the field? J.J. Aley? Yeah, there was one Ford in the field. It was J.J. Aley. And props to him. He finished 20th in the 5 car, so good on them. But yeah, Nick Sanchez had to withdrew. So yeah, I mean, pretty crazy just how this series, what it has become. Justin Allgaier still has a huge points lead, and the Ford situation is sad. Ryan Sieg jumps up to 14th in points, so you love to see that. Parker Retzlav's tucked nicely in 9th, by the way, in points. So looking good from his standpoint right now. But yeah, so Saturday's race was fun. It was fun on TV. The cars looked like they were moving around a lot. It looked like it would have been a fun race to be at. So, Braden, I hope you had a good time at the track. It's always a fun time when you go to the race. Speaking of going to races, my sister and I will be going to Talladega in a couple weeks' time, so hopefully I'm better by then. I mean, hopefully I'm better by next weekend. It's my birthday. But we're going to be going down to Talladega for the ARCA race to spend time with Cody, and I'm going to drop off his cars. And then I got to text my buddy, but I'm planning on hanging out with the Ryan Sieg boys as well, so hopefully they'll be gracious enough to let me hang out with them like we did last time at Watkins Glen. And yeah, so Talladega, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been there since 2015. Last time we were there, we also had the hot passes, so that was a fun time. But looking forward to it. I absolutely did. One thing I would say though is that Cup and are drastically different merch haulers. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of, I don't really know how to put it, but I wish they would. They do a pretty good job of promoting the O'Reilly series. And honestly, like, I know it's not the premier series, but in my mind, lately, the O'Reilly series is kind of the premier series for NASCAR. The racing's better. It's more entertaining. I like most of the drivers better. The booth, generally speaking, is better. So, yeah, and I mean, I can't remember the last time I went to well, it would have been Xfinity last year. I guess it would have been Watkins Glen, huh? But I don't think we looked at the merchandise stuff. And I don't remember if they had them in Michigan or not. So, did you buy anything fun, Braden? Or did you just go to hang out, check everything out, and browse? Sometimes browsing isn't too bad. You know, you don't buy anything, but you just check everything out. I've definitely done that often. I need to get my Carl Edwards decals finished, by the way. Okay. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the race weekend. Bought an Allgaier 24, that was basic 164. What'd that run you, about 10 bucks, 8 bucks, something like that? Not too bad. Well, I say not too bad. That's expensive for a 164 car, but Yeah, I don't really buy too much. I don't really buy too many things for myself anymore, let's say that. Most of the things I buy if we go to a race event or something of the nature is for either other people or for, donor cars or whatever. Like we just went to the auto show by our house, or an auto show, and I bought some donor cars there. None for myself. Well, I guess the Talladega Nights cars would be for myself once I get to it, but yeah, so I'm glad you had a fun time. It's like I said, it's always fun to go to the races. Did you go with your family or your friends? Where's my mat? My mat's over that way. I was supposed to finish Cody's cars this weekend, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I didn't really want to work on them on stream anymore, which I probably should. I should just get them done. So I just took the whole mat and moved it over to the side. It'll come back, don't you worry. Like I said, we have plenty of other cars to work on in the near future, but that's good, Braden. Spend time with your family. Awesome to hear. I always promote that. I always say spend as much time with your family as you can. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get Cody's cars done tonight after the stream, maybe. I really need to get them done because I was thinking about clearing them on Wednesday. If I clear them on Wednesday, then I can put them together next week, and then they're done. Then I'll have a boxing day where I box them all up, and we're driving them down to Dega. Driving them down to Dega in 3 weeks' time. 3 weeks' time. Yeah, we're leaving on the 24th. We're coming back on the 26th. So it's funny, we're going all the way down there. Not even going to the cup race. I don't even care. I don't want to go to the cup race. We'll just hang out with the Saturday crew and then come home. And it's nice because Talladega doesn't have lights, so we're not going to get out of there too late, really. I'm hoping to see Ricky Bobby when we're there. Ricky Bobby would always be fun to see down at Talladega. But we'll see. Okay. We've been going for... Wow, we've only been going for 36 minutes. It feels like forever. I feel like we've been going for an hour and a half already. Just because I feel like garbage. It's probably going to be the same 3-wide fuel saving anyway. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Call me, I don't know I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Pessimistic? That's not really the word, but I don't like the way the cup cars sound. Racing's not as interesting. They're probably, like you said, gonna do the fuel-saving garbage with the stages because that's what everybody loves these days is stage racing. Whatever. Honestly, it's funny because when I recorded my Diagostini, those packs come in stages, and I hate saying the word stage. It brings out this visceral reaction in me for how much disdain I have for the word stages ever since NASCAR introduced them. How much I despise them. We're up to 7 votes in the poll. I appreciate you guys voting. Everybody seems to agree that Ryan's going to get one this year. I hope so. I really do. Honestly, it'd be cool to be there. I have 2 shots. I have 2 opportunities to be there to hopefully see it in person. Talladega in a couple weeks, and then Charlotte in about a month and a half. So hopefully they can get the job done when I'm there. But if they win anywhere else, I won't be too greedy. Our weather's been garbage lately. It's been storming a lot, and it's been temperature up, temperature down, temperature up, temperature down. So I have a feeling that's a big part of the reason why I feel like trash. Because this stupid weather's been all over the place. Cold and rainy. I need to move south. But yeah, so hopefully they can win, you know, when we're there. That would be awesome. But again, beggars can't be choosers. If they win when we're not there, a win's still a win. But yeah, so after this car, we'll probably do this car again on Thursday. Obviously we're not going to get it all done tonight. But yeah, we'll more than likely do it Thursday as well. And then Sunday we'll move on to probably the Kyle Busch 2002 ARCA car. I'm thinking we'll do that one next. Either that one or the Coca-Cola Coke Zero Bobby Labonte car. We'll do one or the other. But yeah, obviously plenty to work on. Plenty to work on. I'm just glad that I was able to get that Diagostini done today. Kind of get that monkey off my back for a little bit. At least buy me a little bit of time before I can do the next one, because I don't know. I got to get these decals done and order them, because it takes like 2 weeks to get them, and I'm going to be cutting it really close for some of these cars that I need to make. So the good thing is about, you know, May is the weather does get better. So I am looking forward to that. Being able to paint, being able to be outside, that helps out a ton with the weather being better. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, today was just an unfortunate day, and I just feel like garbage, but I felt like we needed to at least stream a little bit, talk about this weekend's racing. Obviously not as much as what will be taking place next week, but we'll talk all about that Thursday. Actually, yeah, probably Thursday. And then we'll recap it on Sunday. So yeah, not too crazy of a stream tonight, but overall it's been good. I was just glad to get that Diagostini done today. What the heck is this? What the heck? You know what? We'll probably only go for another 15 minutes. Anthony, I'm all right. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm fairly sick. I kind of feel like trash. But you know, I'm doing all right. We went to church this morning and I was feeling okay, and then after that, like, I don't know, I just felt pretty garbage. And so my wife went to the in-laws by herself. I felt bad about that. So aside from feeling like garbage, I mean, I don't know. I missed some Easter stuff, so that was disappointing. Like, of all the days to get sick during the year, it had to be during Easter. super annoying, but you and Bosnian at an engagement? What do you mean you're at an engagement? Are you the photographers? At an engagement. It's interesting. Not like at a wedding, but at an engagement. Tell him I said what's up. I gotta look at for a reference picture here real quick. Rolling through the camera roll. When did I go to Watkins Glen last year? Was it July? No, it was August, wasn't it? Ah, nuts. They're all on my other phone. Hold on. They're all somewhere else. Oh, an engagement party. Okay. That makes more sense. Pictures. NASCAR. No. What the heck is that? I watched Star Wars today. I guess that was fun. That was a fun part of my day. I was homesick, so I just watched Star Wars. So that was cool. Okay. Yeah, we are... There we go. Where the heck are all those pictures? Don't tell me. I hope you feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't feel too bad, but I feel bad enough to be annoying. Where are all my Watkins Glen pictures? Well, this is unfortunate. Phoenix, Pocono, Indianapolis, Daytona. Pictures. Did I take them all off of my computer? That would be a surprising twist if I did that. Why would I do that? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Well, that's annoying. But it is what it is, I guess. Well, I have no idea. Oh, perfect. But I found what I was looking for. See, I needed to know where that 39 goes. And it goes just underneath the body line. See? Okay, not all hope is lost. Appreciate that. If you haven't, vote on that poll. Have fun at your engagement party. Don't you can leave the stream. Don't be here while you're at an engagement party. Go be engaged at the party. Have fun. Trying to think last time I went to an engagement party was. Have I ever been to an engagement party? I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, I hate to leave you guys early tonight, but I just don't feel like it. Hopefully Thursday's stream will be better. Because we're also going to be talking about Bristol. Is that the time where we get some first-time winners? Thank you. Thank you. You're heading out, Braden? All right, sounds good. I'm going to go for like 11 more minutes. We're going to go to 9 o'clock. and then I'm going to call it. So, Braden, we'll catch you on Thursday if you're heading out now. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And we will see you Thursday, hopefully. But yeah. This Watkins Glen car, I need to get it done so I can take it to Charlotte to have everybody on the team autograph it. Which I'm looking forward to doing. I already have the box made, which is nice. I already have my buddy's Daytona car box made, which was a little bit of a misstep on my part personally. I was working on another box for Tim for the Connor Zilic Exalta car, and that was turning out pretty good. Pop this 39 right here. Let's see, zoom in on that. Oh yeah, it's in a little bit. Just above that. La 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 la. We're down to 2 viewers. If you haven't, go watch the D'Agostini video. Leave a comment, leave a like, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll put one more decal on here. We'll just do the psyops on the deck lid, and then we'll call it there. Well, maybe we'll put the circles on. Let's see how long this takes first. Do you like the not matte? Do you like the desktop instead of having the matte? Just the wooden. My water is in frame. That's annoying. Just the wooden desktop. Do you guys like that? I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it after this decal. I need to go eat something, take some medicine, drink some tea. Alright, don't worry. Thursday, when Thursday rolls around, we'll be back to the mat. Don't you worry. Don't you forget about me. Oh man. It's aight. I appreciate that it's aight. Oh man, I didn't tweet this one out. Ah, that's okay. I tweeted out the D'Agostini earlier. And let's see, I don't think anybody even liked it. I don't even know if anybody looked at it. 8 people saw it. What the heck? That's crazy. It is what it is. Hey, we got a new subscriber. We're up to 520 subscribers now. That's cool. We just keep clicking off numbers. It's just like 1 or 2 every now and then. It's pretty neat. You know, we've had a few drop off, but we're just slowly growing here and there. Nothing crazy, nothing astronomical, nothing, you know, we're not going breakneck speed or anything like that, but we're just chipping away at it, you know, a little bit at a time. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah, confettis. Confettis in the chat. Oh, yeah. Alright. Last decal here. And then we're going to lock it down. Lock it down and come back on Thursday, hopefully refreshed and renewed and feeling better. All the confetti. All the confetti. It's like a stripper with money. Just throw all the confetti. I mean, this car is going to turn out to look good regardless of how many details I notice on it that I don't like. You know, it'll look good in the end, but there are just a few things that I do not like about it already. Man, hundreds. Now we had confetti, now we have hundreds and confetti. Hundreds and confetti. Hundreds of confetti and emojis, laughing faces, surprised faces. We got all sorts of things popping off in the chat. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh yeah. This car is coming together good. Honestly, it's kind of funny though to think about, like, I'm just going to have everybody autograph over every part of the car. So what we're making is merely the backdrop, merely the canvas. To what everybody else is going to. Hearts. Ooh, we threw a few hearts in there. Look out. Hey, I'm married. No hearts. Alright. I hate to do this after all of those flying emojis in the chat. But I'm going to call it here, because I do not feel the best. We made a little bit of progress. We got the roof, TV panel, some back here, some back there. So we made some progress tonight. We're right around an hour. I feel like garbage. So I'm gonna go eat some food, take some medicine, try to relax maybe. Definitely drink some tea, that's for sure. I love tea. Throw some honey in there, be a good time. So yeah, the plan is to come back Thursday. We'll work on this car again. We'll do a Bristol preview on Thursday. Rockingham was a good race weekend. I enjoyed it overall, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Bristol next week. Hopefully the 39 team can do well, and you know, hopefully the 51 team can do well also. So, all right, I think I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys, the ones who are still left. Thank you for joining. Oh, I forgot to mention I ran my Ethernet cable. We'll talk about that Thursday. Whatever. Okay, I'm out. Thank you guys for joining. If you haven't, go watch the D'Agostini video. Go check that out. What is this shit? Oh, it's my water bottle. Go check that out. Give it a thumbs up. And share it with all of your friends. And, yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday. So, sorry for the kind of chumpy stream, but, Sick stream, bro. Sick stream. Yeah, right. Thanks. So, alright. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Happy Easter. Christos voskreси. And, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.